Hello and welcome to the presentation. So we're going to try to keep this brief. It's definitely going to be very powerful and impactful for you, especially if you're in the B2B space, and especially if you're not already utilizing LinkedIn as a source of lead generation. So we're going to jump right into this and just talk about why LinkedIn is such a powerful platform. So why LinkedIn? Why now? Well, LinkedIn provides a business friendly social platform. So it's like the Facebook for business professionals, if you think about it. And having a profile on there that looks good and building connections actually builds professional and personal credibility for you and your business. Now, the beautiful thing about LinkedIn is that it's at its peak of growth right now. So it's where Facebook once was when it was at its prime of opportunity, but it's not yet overloaded as Facebook now is. So it's not oversaturated. You still have people excited to hear from you on LinkedIn. Not a lot of people get a lot of interaction on their profile. So when you're messaging them and they're getting connection requests, it's actually still a thing of great joy and excitement. And so we see 3 times higher open rate on LinkedIn compared to cold email campaigns, which is amazing. Now, what is the purpose of B2B LinkedIn lead generation? Well, the whole goal of the campaign is to build rapport, to prospect leads, to increase sales, to build targeted lists, and to increase network. Your network is the biggest thing of this, to have constant access to the people who matter to you most. So the only things that are required from you are your LinkedIn account. LinkedIn Sales Navigator is definitely essential. You get 1 month free, and then after that, it's $80 a month, which is completely inconsequential considering the features and the ability and the targeting capabilities that you will get from Sales Navigator. Also, we would need target keywords, industries, locations, and position and company headcount of your ideal client. So that tells us who we're looking for, and then supporting documents to educate us about specific services or offers for the campaign so we know what we're messaging about. Or alternatively, if you're doing it yourself, these would be the key points that you would need to consider in the creation of your campaign. Now, the first step of the process definitely is going to be to accumulate a pool of target prospects utilizing LinkedIn Sales Navigator, as I mentioned. Now, the cool thing about Sales Navigator is you can get really granular about who you target. So you can target titles as far as CEO, director, VP, owner, definitely location like Florida, USA, headcount, so you can really get specific on what size company you want to target, and also, of course, the industry. Now, the advantages of that is we're able to locate your target prospect using LinkedIn and directly message and attempt to connect with them. This will be able to broaden the level of connections from your profile. That can also lead to more views and an increased rank of your overall profile by LinkedIn, because when LinkedIn sees you being more active, making connections, talking to people, you get more highly favorably considered in search results. And then the next benefit of that is once we have made those connections, we can then interact with those prospects on your page. We can post and they'll see it. We can run ads and such things. And we can also pre-sell them through the use of your LinkedIn account and campaign messages, which also serve as a sales script. So once we have accumulated the prospects, our next step is to take them through a sort of virtual social sales funnel with various interaction touch points. And those can include things like profile views, follows, connection requests with a personal note, follow up messaging, in-mail messaging, which is really cool. It allows you to send a direct message to a prospect you've never connected with, never messaged before. So think of it this way. If I came to you and said, hey, uh, tell me a title of a person and an industry that you would like to reach 30 of them directly right now, and give me a message that you'd like to put directly in their ear. Right now, if you could reach 30 of this kind of person across different companies, 30 different companies, and you could give them that direct message, what would it be? Go. And we can execute that for you on a monthly basis with your in-mail allotment, depending on what level of sales navigator of LinkedIn Premium you have. And then we also have endorsements as another touch point, and post engagement follow up, which is if we say we put a specific post for you, and then they follow up with that post, we can put them into a sequence due to that post. So you can promote a specific product and then give them all the information on it or something of that nature as well. So this strategy allows us to consistently provide you with warm and interested leads monthly. It may seem tedious, it may seem a lot, but it definitely, all the connections, the follows, the endorsements, the views, these are what are going to get you the result. And interested leads are, to us, people who agree to have a phone call with you or set up an appointment with you. So you're going to experience those leads as well as a dramatic increase in profile views, interactions, and even an increase in connection requests from people that you did not even contact. So that's just the benefit of interacting on LinkedIn, period, just like Facebook. And this chart here depicts an increase in views on a profile that we were running a campaign on from the very first month. You can see the spike in views. Now, here we want to show you an example sequence just so you can get an idea of what a prospect will go through. So this is Harry. He's in oil and energy. This point is the connection request. Prior to this, he would have had a profile view, maybe an endorsement or something of that nature. And then he's going to be sent a connection request. So you got, hey, Harry, I see you in oil and energy. Of course, some things are blocked out for confidentiality reasons. Of course, we can't share anything with you that our client shared personal with us, or vice versa, anything personal we shared with the client. But this is to give you an idea. So you got the initial connection request. Harry connected with us but did not respond. And so therefore he got a follow-up message. And after that, lo and behold, boom, we got a response from Harry. So as you can see here, we had a whole conversation. Of course, the more things are blocked out, but you can see this was a business funding client. And as you can see here, yes, we can use investment to grow our business and working capital for large projects. So this is an interested lead that I targeted, and now he's giving me his contact information, and Harry did actually result in a closed deal. So that's how it works. That's how it looks from start to finish. And these are just a few more replies. Just want to give you an idea of what you can expect. I don't want to make it seem like it's all cherries and blossoms. We're messaging hundreds of accounts daily. You're going to get a wide array of responses. You're going to get some no responses. You're going to get some people, no thanks, leave me alone. All types of wonderful things, but it's irrelevant to the end result and the end goal, which is to get your message out to as many people as possible, and not only as many people, but as many targeted people as possible. And so that's what we're doing here. So you'll see some more responses here. Hello, Dana, send me more details, or let's schedule a call. Robert actually resulted in a pretty nice sized deal. Steve here, of course, more information blocked out, last names and such. But Steve gave me his Steve. You see this response with Steve. We didn't have any conversation at first. He literally just sent this. This was his response to my initial message. So you have some people like that. You just send them more details. So not everything is as cut and dry as Harry. Well, even Harry wasn't cut and dry. He had to have follow up messages. So sometimes you have to continue the conversation. Sometimes you have to send them the link. Sometimes it's just cut and dry, and they just send you the information. You just go on from there. And see here, Candace. Candace, I'm actually establishing a marketing partnership with. She's in marketing as well, and I'm going to establish a referral partnership with her. So this can be used for all kinds of things, and it's just a means of networking. You got to think about it. Right now, this is your best bet of reaching a lot of people, a lot of business professionals in one place where they're still convening despite COVID-19. So the scripts will vary depending on the focus of the campaign. As I said, I have several campaigns running just for Cha-Ching Services Unlimited, not even considering our clients. For Cha-Ching Services, we have business funding campaigns running. Like I said, we have campaigns to establish partnerships with other marketing entities. And then we also have different marketing services being promoted through campaigns. So you can use the campaign for any messaging you like. We will, of course, draft messaging for you, but you are, of course, allowed to provide us with your own pitch. And anything we do draft, we will get your approval before we use it and send it on your behalf. Now, to be safe, on LinkedIn, we do try to stay within 50 to 130 connections max daily, just so there's no red flag on your account or anything like that. But that's where we have that little workaround. So just by doing all those views, follows, and endorsements, you get about 3 times more exposure, and that can obviously lead to sales increase once a person sees your profile. If you are offering a service they need, there's nothing to stop the connection happening from there. It's already happened and no additional charge. These are the things that are included in the campaign management. And of course, you get a copy of this slide, and or you can get a copy of this slide by reaching out to the email on the last slide. Um, but these are the things that'll be included. So we do some minor profile optimization. We do have a upgraded add-on option for a full profile revision. But within the campaign, we can't help but tweak things when we see things not the way they're supposed to be. We can't help but help you. So of course you'll get some profile optimization thrown in there. The email marketing, as I already explained, LinkedIn marketing, you get some graphic design thrown in if we're running the ads for you or if we're doing any kind of posting on your account. We show you the guaranteed leads in the packages, which you'll see in a moment. Daily connections, 50 to 130, as I stated. Lead prospecting, which is all the research we do in the beginning to try to target the best companies for you in the best industries and the best positions to get the best responses for you. Then we have profile viewing, which is considered indirect marketing. We have the endorsements, the follows, which are also indirect marketing. Unlimited script revision. So say you get a month in and you're like, oh, I really want to offer this different thing instead now. I'd like to sell more of these. We can switch up the script at any time. Unlimited script revisions whenever you want. Monthly metrics and reporting and updates. And of course, CRM management. Depending on what CRM you have, we can, of course, discuss it as an add-on feature. So as I stated before, the basic campaign will include connection requests, follow-up once connected, and an additional 1 to 2 drip messaging, depending on what plan you're on, until the prospect responds. So once the prospect responds at any time in the campaign, we no longer continue the conversation. That is, at that point, you will have to pick up the conversation. You'll be responsible for taking over for any further inquiry or appointment setting, unless you have indicated you would like us to handle the response and appointment setting for you, which is a additional fee of $2.99 monthly. Now, here are our different packages, which you can review at your own leisure. The main thing I want to point out is the differences, which is the amount of daily connection requests. So you've got 50 here, and the next package it doubles, and then more in the last package. Only 100 here for the daily indirect, and you get 150 on the other 2 plans. And that's just for profile views alone. Follows and endorsements are only included in the last plan, the gold plan, which you'll see in a moment. And then you can see here the difference will also come in as far as the scripts and amount of follow-up messaging we're doing. So here we're only doing the connection and 1 follow-up. Then on the next one, it'll be more, and on the last one, it'll be more. So it depends on how much follow-up you want to do. I've had people not respond to the 4th, 5th message in. So, the statistic is it takes 7 times to reach a person before they buy, or 7 times to reach a person before they become a client, a associate, a acquaintance. So it really just depends on you how long of a campaign you want to run. And like I said, it's unlimited revisions of scripts, unlimited campaign revisions. If you want to target a new sector next week, we can do that. Unlimited. Monthly reports and updates, lead prospecting, which we'll do all the research. You don't have to go and find a single account. We're going to go search LinkedIn for every single account that you need, and then we'll message all of them for you. Lead generation and direct and indirect marketing, as we already covered. And here at the bottom of each package, you'll see the guaranteed leads. Of course, you would more than likely receive more than this, but we just try to keep it conservative to not, we like to under promise and over deliver. And so, see, you'll see the difference here: double the connection request, more follow up, and then here, more connections, more follow up, follows and endorsements, more follow up. So you can just see here more recommended leads as well. And here are all our add ons. I'll let you view this on your own as well. But just a quick rundown, we've got the complete profile makeover from top to bottom, including keyword optimization, profile revision. We'll do everything over, all your wording, um, your banner, art. That's where the graphic design comes in. Everything will be redone for you. Then we've got weekend messaging you can add on. This adds 8 days to your prospecting calendar effectively each month. And that's really amazing. So normally in all those campaigns you saw, we only message Monday through Friday. If you'd like us to message Saturday and Sunday as well, it's just a small fee of $1.99 monthly. It's a monthly fee. All these fees here are monthly, and we can do that for you on the weekend as well, which actually gets higher open rates because everyone's home, everyone's doing nothing. So, yep. Response handling and appointment setting, as we mentioned before, we can continue the conversation for you to the point of appointment setting. Weekly LinkedIn post articles. Post articles are really powerful because they're a piece of content on LinkedIn. And so, therefore, they'll draw more traffic to your profile, and they actually help you to establish your credibility as a professional in your industry. So, really powerful. We can weekly publish articles for you. You would just have to provide the topics related to your industry. We'll write out the article for you. Those are normally 100 to 200 words. And will help you to establish your professional voice on LinkedIn for that. Weekly profile posts is also an option. CRM management, as we stated before, and LinkedIn's ad campaign. This will include ad creation and management, and that is a monthly fee. When you do it through the LinkedIn Leads add-on, you don't have a setup fee for your ads campaign. And again, this fee is only when it's an add-on. There's a different fee if it's just the campaign by itself, and it also includes a setup if it's just the campaign by itself. So that pretty much covers everything. And that includes how we can automate this whole process for you, but also gives you all the tools to do it yourself if you so chose to do so. So we definitely look forward to helping you grow your business with LinkedIn social marketing. And if at any time you have any questions or just want to get in touch, here you go. All right. Thanks, guys. Have a wonderful day.